All right, so let's take a look at making a coin with Solidity. We talked about this. Initial coin offerings were all the rage for a couple of years. They've also kind of fallen off lately, but they still can be done. And there are a bunch of coins on various blockchains. So here's how it works. We're going to do it on Remix. And all you do is you have contracts that can run code, so they can just store data anywhere. You can make a piece of data and call it the balance of a coin and just make a contract that makes it possible to transfer coins from one user to another. And then you've created a coin. It won't be worth anything unless you somehow convince people to pay money for it, but it's there. So this is going to be called a coin. All right, let's see if I've already got it. Looks like I don't, so I'll make it. Coin, all right. Paste in my contract. All right. So it's in Solidity, a fairly later version this time, 0.8. It's named coin. Now I have a minter address. And when you construct the contract, when you first deploy it on the blockchain, it runs the constructor, just like any other object-oriented programming language. And all the constructor does here is it defines the minter to be the person who paid for the gas to deploy the contract in the first place. That would be the person who sent the message that called the constructor. So if you deploy it, you are now the owner of it, and you are now the person who is authorized to mint coins. So you can now mint coins here. You give it the address to send them to and the amount to make, and it will do that. It will require that the originator of this request be equal to the authorized minter, so nobody else can mint coins, and then that the amount is not too big, and then it will record the balance of that person in the blockchain in the receiver's address. So in the data stored on this contract, which would be that balances object, it'll remember that you now own the coins. So here's errors, insufficient balance, and send, and so on. All right, so that's the idea. So let's compile that. And it compiled okay. And we'll deploy it. Well, you get a JavaScript VM, and I just want to clean my blockchain by going to Berlin and back to London. So now I've got a nice clean blockchain, 100 Ether in a lot of accounts, so you're not going to get it mixed up with anything else. There's only one contract called coin. So I deploy that, which sends a transaction to the blockchain, the simulated blockchain in this case. And as you see, it succeeds with the green check mark. And now I have deployed the contract. And down here, I've got mint and send and balances and minter. Let me go to my instructions, see how to use this correctly. Compile it, deploy it to JavaScript. All right. So mint and send are defined as public functions. Okay. So here's mint defined as public, and here's send defined as public. And balances and minter are defined as public variable, minter and balances. So that's why you see them down here. These buttons have parameters. These are functions you can run, and these are objects you can examine. So now we can mint some coins. So I'm going to copy my account number, and I'm going to run this into receiver and mint some coins. So I've got that number. So I go to the top. Oh, I'm going to have to do, okay, I need this account number, but I've already got the value in the clipboard. So I'm going to paste that first. That's the amount. And here's the address to send it to, or to store it under. It doesn't really send it anywhere, but it's going to record it. So that, comma. So that's the address, comma, amount. All right, let me go back to my instructions. Yep, address, comma, amount. Oh, no, I did it wrong. It should be two fields, address and amount. Oh, I didn't expand it. Okay. Oh, well, it filled it in for me. Oh, that's nice. That's cool. Let's see if I can run the transaction. it looks like it succeeded. Okay, that's nice. So now I should be able to check my balance. So I need to get my address, which is up here. Okay, and now I can check to see the balance for that address. All right, and this one only has one parameter, so I can put in the address, click balances, and there's my balance, 222 times 10 to the 18 or something like that. So I have some coins. I have minted some coins and put them in my balance. Okay, now I can send coins. So I can send them to the second address and from the first address and enter this amount. Okay, let me see if I can set that up. This is in the send function. So I go down here to send and expand it. There's the amount. And I want to send it to the second account. So that'll be here, copy, AB8. So I'm going to send to there. And it's going to send them from my account because my first account is the only one that actually has any of those coins in it. So that should do it. Let's see if that succeeds. Transact. It gives me a green check mark, which is a good sign. Now, if I check the balance in my account, it should have gone down. I just sent 5 out of my 222. Let's see. Yep, so now I'm down to 217. It went down by 5. And if I check this person's account, they should have the 5. And they do. All right. So anyway, that's all it is to make a coin. There's no hack on this one. It's just seeing what it is to make a coin. Very much like what it is to make an NFT. You're just storing a record on the blockchain. And then, of course, this doesn't solve the problem of why would anybody care? Why would anybody value it? Why would anybody pay any money for it? That you have to add other code to it to make this have any particular value. But that's what it is to make a coin.